Welcome everybody today to this annual barbecue. We'd really like to thank our sponsors. They've been on the screen and they're on the banners, and without that sponsorship, this probably wouldn't be all that attainable for us. So if everybody could just give me a quick hand, there's a ton of sponsors in the room, so if we can just thank those people for stepping up. One sponsor in particular that we're going to point out because they sponsored the beef for tonight. So, and that's JGL Commodities. And we have Glenn Lyons, Matt Freilich, and Evan Peterson here tonight. I don't know if they give us a wave. Wherever they are. Over there. Thank you, gentlemen. I'm sure that once again it will be a fantastic meal here. So we have lots of members here tonight, but we also have lots of non-members here. And one of the questions is why should I belong to an organization? And you know, with Daryl fighting for the rail issues and everything this weekend or this year, and you know, we've done the carbon tax. We've been on that for a couple of years. There's a ton of issues that come up. And we all know in ag, they just continue to come up. We had their little incident with 7 plants last week. And, you know, and that's a big issue. And it's ironic that you have countries that are afraid of that, yet they take a boatload of GMO soybeans the next day. So these come up. You need a voice. It's very important to have a voice with government, and there's strength in numbers. So that's why, if you're not a member, you know, really look hard. It's $300 a year. It's in the grand scheme of the expenses, you know, in today's modern farm, who didn't lose $300 on rail shipping last year with a little bit of interest maybe, or something like that? We all paid. So with that, I mean, if you find Norm Drager at the back of the room there, give us a wave. Thanks, Norm. Come see Norm or log on to the website and please have us a look and consider joining us. We'd really like to have it. And really, if you look at what's happened in the last few weeks, I think with the Quebec dairy lobby, if that doesn't tell you that strength in numbers and that has some pull with politicians, that's a pretty glaring one, in how they are able to completely shape the whole landscape in agriculture in Canada. So with that, that's it. End of the sales pitch. Right now, I'd like to call up Jason Propkowitz, right? Okay, from STARS. At our convention in Washington, we forego speaker gifts. Half the time in the past, you give somebody a nice bottle of wine or you give them maple syrup and they can't go through customs with it and it ends up in a hotel room and that. And so we just thought, you know, something that it touches us all. It's a very important thing, especially for rural Canada and the rural in the West. In particular, is that helicopter coming in if you need it, and that's a big deal. So, Jason, our contribution for our speaker gifts, and rather give it to you instead. Thank you.